The miracles are thus an issue that's quite divisive and about which there's much dispute. But despite all the controversy about this issue, Jesus himself seems to indicate that the miracles are generally irrelevant for his mission and his teaching. The miracles seem often to be a kind of test of faith. Jesus is particularly compliant about granting miracles to people who demonstrate a blind faith in him. Similarly, he often rebukes people for their lack of faith in this regard. For example, when Peter is incredulous at seeing him walk on water. Thus, the miracles and the question of faith often seem to go hand in hand. But most importantly, when the Pharisees and the Sadducees ask him to show them some kind of a miracle so that they can believe, Jesus flatly refuses. In two separate stories in Matthew, he says the same thing. Quote, "Then some of the scribes and Pharisees said to him, 'Teacher, we wish to see a sign from you.' But he answered them, 'An evil and adulterous generation asks for a sign, but no sign will be given.'" In a similar episode, he says in response, quote, "When it is evening, you say, 'It will be fair weather, for the sky is red.' And in the morning, 'It will be stormy weather today, for the sky is red and threatening.' You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs of the times." This suggests that the Pharisees and the Sadducees are looking for some clear, spectacular sign, such as the shooting star which Jupiter showed Anchises, indicating that he should depart from Troy with Aeneas. But Jesus says that while waiting for some wondrous sign of this kind, they fail to perceive what is happening around them. This can be taken to mean that there are certain changes in thinking that are occurring to which the Pharisees and the Sadducees are blind. The implication is that these changes are more important than any miracles that he has performed. In the end, Jesus' message with regard to nature has nothing to do with miracles. The point that he makes is that what's essential for human beings is the inward sphere, what is called spirituality. This is what separates humans from nature. It's in the realm of inwardness that all human beings can rise above nature. This is the sign of the times that the Pharisees and the Sadducees fail to perceive. Jesus' claim is that humans are different from nature by virtue of their inward spiritual side. This is a radical claim when put in the historical context. The Greco-Roman warrior ethic and the might makes right arguments that we've seen from, among others, the Sophists and the Athenian delegation in the Melian dialogue assume that humans are no different from animals. Just as animals react instinctively with the strong destroying the weak, so also this principle was thought to apply in the human sphere. Jesus' teachings aims to replace this conception with one of forgiveness, nonviolence, and love. In contrast to the animal world, these are characteristics which humans can use because they have a rational element invested in them. One could argue that this is the divine part of human beings who are said to be made in the image of God. Thus, the divine part that resides within us is the part which separates us from nature. Therefore, the issue is not whether Jesus can defy the laws of nature here and there as he wishes. Instead, the broader point is that humans are greater than nature and can overcome the immediate natural impulses with a divine faculty.